to the sky, and like a plane my dreams were passing by, and I awoke the tears that had filled my eyes. I need to spread my wings out and fly. I lie awake at night with these memories of feeling powerless, and they're haunting me. I'm always reaching out for this destiny to make it happen, that's all I need. Cruel fate sets in motion, and no one else knows why. Waiting for the day to come, when will it show up, claiming what's before my eyes. With every issue, I gotta breathe through, or the moment might just pass. They all told me I can't, they were laughing. Well, look who's laughing now. Now I can feel the fire burning deep within me. I'll be the hero and no one can stop me. Loudly I will scream it from the top of my lungs. You got those tired eyes from crying every moment. You cannot hide it, someone's gonna notice. I'll be your hero, no one's gonna hurt you again. Gonna raise my hand with the peace sign. Our story will last forever. You close your eyes away from anything you see. Blocked out the sun and took for granted how it glows. Hiding in shadows where you always try to be. I see a drop of light, it's shining down on me. I get lost and so confused in a sparkle of a dream. And down my cheek a star is running like a tear. I hear the resonating sound we have to know. And like a tidal wave it crashes into me. Painted any color, but you cannot erase your past. But you still can paint your future, it's bound to happen sooner. So let it paint your smile. Burning with a strong desire, light 'em up like you're on fire. Illuminate the shadows of your worst nights. Hand to hand and heart to heart, we're shining brighter than a star. Now I'll light up the sky with you. How deep can all this darkness go into the night? And can I find it if I jump and take a dive? Got no direction, what we got is you and me. Combine our strength and we can break out of this maze. Look left and then look right, we find ourselves back at the start. Surely we can find a way out, and if I get any say now, you'll find me and I will find you. Burning with a strong desire, light 'em up like you're on fire. Illuminate the shadows of your worst nights. Hand to hand and heart to heart, we're shining brighter than a star. Now I'll light up the sky with you. take the chance to save a life, but you could only save them by losing everything. If I could go back and give up everything I had, I would never hide my scars for anything. No, not for no one. It's so hard to walk on water every day. If I fall, you know I would swim through oceans of my tears to be with you. Say goodbye, I don't have the strength to let it all end. I would give all and everything if we could mend. All I wanted was you to stay and not disappear. I've decided I will follow my heart. Promise yours will always be right near me. It feels like every day I'm fighting for my life, but I'm never backing down. I'm gonna prove I'm strong for you. I don't think I'm afraid at all to lose or fail a fight. I was always so afraid I might be losing you. I won't say die, you won't ever see me running away. 'Cause this life, it meant more to me than everything. All I ask, sit right next to me and don't disappear. I've decided that I won't give up on my heart. I'm not strong for the power, the fame, or the glory. Those don't mean a thing. I just wanted to be stronger so I could hold you closer next to me. Even if I end up losing everything, I won't ever forget I had you. Say goodbye, I don't have the strength to let it all end. I would give all and everything if we could mend. All I wanted was you to stay and not disappear. I've decided I will follow my heart. Promise yours will always be right near me. Even in the darkest night, I feel your heart. It lights my way. Light my way. I caught a glimpse of your light,
When I was empty inside,
and through the
I
nothingness,
found this world
I wander calling your name
until the end of my days, till I find the answer.
Yeah, right through my fingers, I'm losing the light. Why can't I ever do anything right? This is the time, throw it aside. Take all your stress and just leave it behind. I'm gonna get through it dead or alive, but on my own I cannot survive.
I don't wanna lie to myself.
Keep on the fight, that's right.
I'll never lose and cry.
Keep running day and night.
It's time to rewrite.
No matter what anyone says, I'll find my way.
Yeah, never go away.
Never go away now.
Nobody can stop me, no way. That promise is engraved in my memory. We'll take it back, you just watch everything that we've lost. Rise up in this world. Our journey is on repeat, but I'm on my stand between you and me. What are you fighting for? 'Cause it's not over.
fighting all the way through. In the dark, searching for an answer. No one is balanced and no one is forced. It's fine without seeing reality. Is a short life even worth it to live for me? Change the world and I know what for. Chase my dream, fight my war. Keep on the fight, that's right.
I'll never lose and cry.
Keep running day and night.
It's time to rewrite. No matter what anyone says, I'll find my way. Yeah, never go away.
Never go away now.
Nobody can stop me, no way. We've gotta keep a hold on the vow we've made. And no matter the cost, forget all we've lost. Rise up in this world. Rising like a phoenix 100 times. My whole life on the line, I will chase that light. I know my soul, it won't fray, it'll never fade. Rise up in this world. I gotta go, I'll defend this world on my own. I gotta go, I'll defend this world on my own.
Don't be phased, you gotta find the light. Gonna be up to you if you gotta stand and fight. If you're fighting in the day, you gotta battle in the night. Ain't nobody gonna tell you if it's wrong or right. Shield up no matter the mob. Send the guards, here they come. Stay hungry, stay foolish. No matter what you've got, let's go. Never go away now.
Nobody can stop me, no way. That promise is engraved in my memory. We'll take it back, you just watch everything that we've lost. Rise up in this world. End of our journey is on repeat, but I won't let it stand between you and me. What are you fighting for? 'Cause it's not over. Rise up in this
And welcome everybody to the Revolution Gaming Podcast for June. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. It's hump day! And hopefully this will go very well. It's not going to be the longest podcast this month. Because honestly, there is so much going on in the world right now that not going to take up any time, not going to have any filler. It's going to be, we're going to talk about games. We're going to talk about good times with games. We're going to try and keep this positive. But with everything going on, I can't really think of any topics that would be more important than anything that's going on in the world right now. So we're going to talk about stuff. We're going to do the normal podcast thing. It's just going to be a little more abbreviated, and I hope you guys can understand that. One last thing before we begin. We are going to be, actually, I am releasing new merch today, right now. Just published it so that you can go out and get yourself a Revolution Gaming Podcast shirt and hoodie in the shop. And at the end of the stream, for one day, I have gotten a hold of the people at Stream Elements to allow me to give you a huge discount on the shirts for one day. So I just want to tell you guys that you will have 24 hours after the stream, thank you, Ray, that you can get very discounted shirts. After the podcast is over, the discount will apply, and if you want to get yourself a shirt, this is the best time, and a hoodie or whatever. It's going to be very cheap. Make sure to check the prices as soon as this podcast ends. All right. I'm going to get everybody in here, and we're going to get going and hopefully have a great time with it. Thank you for your patience. I know the intros are long. Just trying to give people time to get here.
Top of the morning to you, laddies.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Turn down volume. They're in my brain. Okay.
So much of a subject.
How is everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a great night, though. Are you having a great night? Are you?
Yeah, good as it can be.
Okay.
I'm still waking up. You haven't
Best
woke up like an
part
hour
of
ago.
waking up is eating a cup of dick. Who all is on the shirt? Everybody, Too Wicked. The gaming podcast shirt has all of us, from pictures of us, on the shirt. So
I do need to eat, so I'm kind of hungry.
well, you can wait, sir. No.
Yeah. And I have.
All right, I have a very limited selection of games that I've been playing over the last month. So if anyone else wants to go first.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it limited to 2 because I've been playing like 10 games.
Yeah,
throughout the entire month.
we try and stick to newer games, but yes, I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say newer, but
actually,
I guess
you got one we can all talk about, right? Well, except for Murmitch and Ray. Sorry.
Wildfire, Gunfire Reborn.
Yes.
Why did I say Wildfire?
I was gonna say, I don't know. I haven't been playing a lot either.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
It's just not a good. It's not a great month for new games. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Not really, no.
Alright. So, this game came out of nowhere for me. Thank you. I'm going to give you props there, Razor. Thank you so much for linking me about this game. Because out of all the games I've played this month, this one definitely was a shock and a surprise. It is essentially, as it is labeled, a mix between Borderlands and Risk of Rain. And it is very fun. For the little bit of time I've played with it, it is very fun. I could see myself getting in that loop where I just got to do one more run. One more run. And any game that makes me feel like that automatically gets extra points in my book. Like I said, I haven't played a whole bunch of it. And I don't know how much you played, Silver. But it was, for me, it was a very fun experience from what I have played of it so far. And there's people playing right now, so on the stream you can watch the gameplay. Look at that.
The first boss is bullshit.
They're fighting the first boss right now. But I feel like this would be a very good game if you can get a whole squad in there and have everybody, not be try hard, but everybody try their best and try and work together. I think this game would be a blast. I really do. It's definitely harder than Risk of Rain 2.
You're telling me.
Yeah, I mean, Risk of Rain 2, if you get the right combination of things, nothing's going to beat you.
For days!
Yeah, like me and Ray ran through the one run, lasted about 2 hours.
Yeah.
We got bored, and then we got bored, so we stopped trying. And still took us like 5 minutes to die.
See? But
exactly.
It's... I would say out of all the games that I saw this month in May, this was the one game that ended up standing out to me as being a really good surprise.
I definitely love the art style.
For a game that I had no idea about at the beginning of the month, and for it to come out and have overwhelmingly positive reviews, and just pretty much blow me away on a quality standpoint. For $11.99, that is a big props to the studio, which I've never heard before. It's a Hong Kong-based developer, never heard of them before. First game I've ever seen from them, and it's great. So we'll see how it goes. And this is straight into early access. Usually, when you play something in early access, you get a bite-sized chunk. Like this, I don't see how they need any optimization. The game's locked at 120 frames for me. Never drops.
Yeah. Like if you have unlimited, it goes to 120 or higher. I've had over higher and over. 20, which is weird.
I locked it to 120 because I only have a 144 hertz monitor. So after a certain point, I'd just be doing it for bragging rights.
It's weird that I reserve 60, but it still runs at 120 frames per second. I'm like, okay.
Well,
sure.
That's because you don't have VSync on. VSync's what holds it.
No, I never have VSync.
Yeah, but like I said, if anybody wants to find a game that you can play with me anytime, and I will never turn you down, pick up this bad boy. Not on sale. It's $11.99. If you see it on a sale, you would be a fool not to pick it up if you like anything like Borderlands or Risk of Rain. So,
or Dungeon
So we're gonna tell Dan this is game of the year in like a couple months, and he's gonna be like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Actually, you know what? So far this year, I have not found a game that is even reached like the really good standpoint yet. I can't think of anything that anything new that we've played this year that has came anywhere close to that amount of that high level of praise. Like, this is really good, but I haven't played enough of it. Maybe it'll be amazing if I play more, But
yeah, definitely.
I have so far with the releases this year, I have been happy. I have been like satisfied, but there's nothing so far that has blown me away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we'll
far.
have to see if we find something more satisfactory.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Exactly. All right. So, any of you other guys got one? So you were playing Q, right, Murmitch?
Yes, I got to play Q.
Is it just under the letter Q?
Actually, it now has a little end part. Q, a neon platformer.
Okay.
They probably figured out that the letter Q was a little hard to search for.
Yeah, probably.
Especially since, like, with one-word searches, it doesn't do anything.
Right.
All right, so Murmitch picked, like, the most indie game over the bunch to play, which is basically, like, Geometry Dash. So what do you think?
It's, for anybody who knows the game Shapes and Beats, this is a mix between Shapes and Beats and Geometry Dash.
It definitely has the style of Dash. I can see that.
I can see it being very difficult.
It took me a little while to actually figure out the controls, because it basically you get about a second and a half of wall climbing time before you
start to slide.
You end up sliding down.
Yeah.
And if you want to be able to survive, you have to be really, really good with timing and all that stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Now, the first level that was part of the demo was, I will say, it was fairly basic, but it still was actually really, really hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Honestly, looking at this, you know what it kind of makes me think of? It's a mixture of Geometry Dash and Super Meat Boy.
Oh boy.
Have you guys ever played Super Meat Boy? Any of you?
I have not played it.
I have not.
Not exactly my kind of game, but I see where you see this resemblance.
It's a super hard.
Super
platform.
precise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Highly fast paced.
One of the level that gave me the most difficulty was one where you had, like, the first half of it wasn't hard. You basically had to jump along the walls and grab keys. The hard part was when, after you collected 3 keys, there was a 4th and 5th key that had a timed corridor, basically, that disappeared behind you. Mm-hmm. And I had to get really, really good at timing perfectly, jumping left and right, and matching my fingers going left to finger going right, because I kept dying because I kept sliding off and falling down.
All right, now Ray, he's ready for Celeste, right?
It sounds like it. Yeah.
He just outright says nope.
No, really. So, Murmitch, it looks like if you could get good at this, you could be perfectly fine with playing Celeste.
Yep.
You really could, but because at least in Celeste, you are in control of it. Unlike this game.
Q has a timer, basically, that tells you what your time was by the time that you finished. Not a death count, just a timer.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm sure I would have had a very high death count.
No. What are you talking about?
I mean,
considering how challenging a lot of those levels looked in that trailer, yeah.
So is the music good?
Oh, the music is really, really fun to listen to.
Kind of thing you'd expect to release with a soundtrack if they can?
Yeah. They probably will release a soundtrack with it.
They've gotta.
Well, I'm happy.
One of those kinds of games.
I'm happy they have a
just
demo.
watching the trailer music. Like, I know Tim didn't play it, but
copyright.
Yeah, for reasons. For reasons.
Yeah, but if you get the time, listen to the trailer music. It's really fun to listen to, and that's the song that's played on the first sets of levels that you get to listen to.
Nice.
Cool beans.
Good job. He reviewed a game. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And I enjoyed it a lot.
All right, Ray, what do you got?
Even though it's going to be super hard.
Well, this my month game was Lit Bend the Light.
Yes.
Lit Bend the Light.
Bend the light.
There you go. All right.
And it's hard to say more than you see. It's a puzzle game where you bend like light to hit a receiver, and you can move where your laser is firing from and reorient your laser.
Now,
and then there are some that you can change the mirror's elevation or orientation.
What's up, Dan? Welcome to the stream, bud.
Good evening, Dan.
But is this like a game? This is basically a game you can't lose, right?
I mean, yeah, you pretty much have to fiddle around until you get the laser pointed in the right direction.
Yeah.
What I found interesting was actually that once you complete a puzzle, it tells you how many objects you used and how many times you bounced the light or bent the light around, and it counts different solutions for different number of objects or different number of light bounces differently, and it also times you on how long it took you to find a solution.
So it's a way to have replayability by trying to actually get better.
Technically, each level has a different number of solutions sometimes, based on how much you skipped and how much you didn't.
Okay, that's cool.
So it was interesting, and it was actually a lot more challenging than I thought it was, because I mean, it
looks challenging.
I think I'm good at angles, so I was like, yeah, first few levels are pretty simple, but then some of the times where you get into like the curved mirrors or the prisms, it starts getting a lot harder.
Yes.
So it was appreciably challenging too, for the price even.
Well, that's good. At least you got value for your price. I mean, for $5, they could just give you basically nothing. That's how some companies work. If you look at shovelware that's in every when we go through all the games to find good stuff, you find so much shovelware they'll be like $2.99. How could you go wrong? Well, yeah, it's a shit game. That's how we go wrong.
If I were to say anything that could have improved this, a level editor would have been
amazing. Probably right.
Phenomenal. Like that would have. You probably could have doubled the price just for the for a level editor. Would have been amazing.
Then you'd have basically unlimited levels so long as people keep making them.
Definitely.
I'm surprised that there isn't one.
Right?
I didn't find one. Unless like completing the game unlocks one, that would be kind of weird. And
I don't know. Give you a chance to unlock your creativity.
Agreed. There you go.
Especially for the challenge freaks.
and well, actually, if there was a level editor for $5, it'd be like, oh, go buy this game.
Yeah, exactly. If you get that type of value. I tried to adjust it again. But all right, the next game we can talk about is another one that we all played. Hypercharge Unboxed.
Oh yes,
we did play that only this month, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And I will say that this game was a blast to play.
Oh, it is an experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was very amazed by the quality and by the effort of the developer, I have to say. Because in most cases you wouldn't have those spinners. I know.
Agreed.
The Beyblades in this game can go to hell.
I hated them. Fucking hell.
But for a tower defense game, which is usually not my first genre I jump to for anything, it's really fun, and it reminds me of Toy Soldiers, which you can get on Steam, the complete edition. Yeah, Toy Soldiers.
I was gonna say that just showed up, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Was that today or?
reminds me of Army
this week anyway.
Yeah, this week. And if you get the complete edition of that, you get 2 games worth of content, and I think it's like $7.99. It's crazy. The hidden little thing. Nice. Yeah, I know, right? It's very fun. I really enjoyed that game a lot, and that's another one, just like Gunfire Reloaded, where it's not a lot of money, and you're getting a very good value proposition out of your game.
And they're still working
I could imagine
it's still early access, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep, and they just added female figurines.
The female models just kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a game that I think everybody who played enjoyed. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's keep it in context though. It's not like it's anything amazing, but it's very fun. It's very fun, and that's sometimes way more important.
Mm-hmm. I played other tower defense games like Sanctum 2.
Sanctum is a very
I remember when we played that. Yeah.
I played another series called, what was it, Gemforge? Gemcraft. There you go.
Gemcraft. Yes.
Yeah, you used to play them on Congregate.
Yeah, those are the days.
Right? Good old days of Congregate.
Gemcraft, Bloons TD.
I'm gonna look up something real quick. Yeah, Toy Soldiers Complete. Just for that's got very positive as well. That's actually been on Steam since 2016. I just didn't realize.
Oh, really?
Dang.
But yeah, you can buy the Complete Edition, which has a whole bunch of DLC and is still co-op. Just the graphics look way muddier because I think it's like a port from PS2 or PS1.
Mm-hmm.
It's an older game. But yeah, if you enjoy that, then Toy Soldiers is where you came from in that type of game. All right, so anyone else got another one? You got one, Silver, right?
Yep.
What you got?
This ain't anything new, really, but it depends on which one you want me to talk about. I don't really want to spoil too much of Control.
If it's new to the podcast, it's fine.
Oh yeah, I've never spoken of either of these games because obviously Saints Row the Third originally came out in 2011.
Okay, Silver's making us go to that evil zone, guys. You guys can start throwing tomatoes at me. You got to go over to Epic Games.
If I'm not mistaken, both of us make us go over to the evil zone. Don't they?
Well, at least it wasn't me.
Yeah, they're both over there. Yep.
my father bought me both.
Oh,
he saved 20 quid anyway because
Yeah, right now if you don't own it, you can get it for $20.
November.
That's cheap.
Until November. What the fuck? You can save $10 £10 on any game you purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much any. Even if it's new, I think. But yeah, so far from what I've played of Control, it's been really fun and really engaging. The combat, especially, it's rather fast-paced, despite the space that you're in. And I really like the design of the rooms, how the walls can shift. The enemy designs are very generic, though. But that's not why I played the game. The lore is what interests me.
Yeah, the game's a mindfuck.
Yeah, right? When I first played the first 2 hours, I was like, wow, I literally said, wow, this game is real mindfuck.
Yeah.
I quote myself there.
It is.
It definitely is really fun, especially when you start getting the powers, and launch is just awesome. I just love throwing shit at enemies.
I'm going to say this again real quick. I know people love hating on Epic, but you know what? With what Epic is doing lately, you can't tell me that it's not... Okay, so a company needs money. Epic not only pays them to put their game on their store, maybe it's exclusive, right? But with Total War Troy, they're going to release it absolutely free for anybody to download for the first 24 hours it's out. You can't tell me that didn't cost them a shit ton of money. So I understand that people are like, launcher. I get it. You play fucking Origin. There's like a million fucking launchers. Especially the fucking Rockstar one. I feel like that's the most unneeded launcher out there. But
why is that the launcher?
Yeah, Rockstar literally has a launcher for 2 games.
Yeah, Rockstar and Bethesda launcher don't need to exist.
No, they don't.
Those two do not.
Right. Bethesda launchers for what? One game?
You're a billion dollar. You're a billion
It's
dollar
like eight.
corporation. You can fucking afford.
What's getting on the Bethesda launcher? Doom? Anything else?
You have Doom Eternal, Rage 2. You have all the Dishonored games. You have all the Fallout 4, Skyrim.
Okay, let me put it this way: what's on Bethesda launcher that isn't on another launcher currently?
None of their games.
I get
Okay,
it.
so there is no reason for the Bethesda launcher. Cool.
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, even Fallout Shelter's on Steam.
You know why everyone's creating a launcher?
With cloud games.
Because they don't want to pay Steam. They don't want Steam to take their cut. That's all.
Right. I don't blame them for that.
Pretty much none of their
But
games.
if you're gonna not put something on Steam,
And you know
What's the
what?
fucking
you
point?
gotta
And you,
make something competent.
and you know what? You gotta. You know what? You also gotta do. You gotta consider when it comes to Epic, is like sure these indie games go there and people hate it, or they put it on both, which is acceptable. But you realize how much more money they're making on every purchase that happens on Epic instead of Steam.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And that's great for the developers.
The revenue rate is like 15% higher on Epic than it is Steam. So
Yep.
I'm not like obviously I have 1,200 games on Steam. Do I fucking hate Steam? No. But do I feel like they should have competition because competition's good for everybody? Sure.
Absolutely.
That's all.
Just should be done the right way though. Instead
We
of
just want competition, not exclusivity. That's not competition.
All right.
But we've been over that.
Okay, so let's go to the
Multiple
Saints.
times.
Let's go to the Saints Row one. All right. Because I own this too, but I have it installed, but haven't even booted it up yet. That's like 90% of my game still.
Tisk.
I get you. I get you, Tim. Good.
But it looks way prettier than the original. I can say that
Oh,
just from looking at
it-
things.
It really does. There is a large contrast and difference when it comes to the visuals, at least.
I didn't know you made this game, Silver.
I did not.
Silver, you were
Right. Deep Silver, his alter ego.
Yes, he went deep on this game. He really did.
No.
But no, man.
Either way, the game feels pretty much exactly like it did 9 years ago from when I played it originally, all that time ago.
Is that okay?
Well, yeah, because to me, I've always played the game mouse and keyboard. I have zero problems whatsoever. I have never had a crash, never had the game freeze on me. It works just fine. The visuals are pretty much what make it feel slightly different, because everything looks different compared to the original. It literally is almost like playing a new game, kind of.
You know what I am?
Aspect.
You know what I am impressed about is that the fact that they included all the DLC, because most companies be like, you get that remaster, but if you want that DLC, it's over here. It's over here. You can, $20 more bucks.
Right.
Come on. But no, for
You can milk a little more out of you? Come on.
I
Little
paid
more? Little more.
$29.99 for it, and it came with all the DLC. I couldn't complain about the price. Especially since me and Silver are gonna co-op through the game. Whoop, whoop. Oh.
Yay!
Then we'll really be able to talk about it next month.
I think I've already put it like, what, 15 hours into it already?
Oh wow!
If you play the game, if you just play through the missions, you can complete the game in like 20 hours. The main story, you can do it in like 20 hours. It's short if you just focus on the main game. But if you do what I do, just fart around and do, blow shit up for a couple of hours just because it's fun.
That's
Then,
when we played
the
Saints
game's
Row
great.
4.
Yeah, I mean, in the original game, I put about 97 hours. I played through it like 2 or 3 times just because
Dang.
I could.
Damn.
Yeah. Usually I would never play a game like this more than once. I would just have like one save and just play through the whole game and then just fart around during the after completion and maybe do the DLC afterwards. Because I save the DLC to after I completed the game. I don't do the DLC in between the playthrough. I do it after.
Well, you know what? It will be
I'm-
nice. It'll be nice for me to try one of the older Saints Rows because I've only played 4. And
Oh, Saints Row 2 is still the best. I'm
Yeah.
just going to put that out. It's still the best.
but I heard
and-
3 is better than 4.
2 is getting a remaster as well, but for free if you own the original game on Steam. From what I've heard, it's just a rumor though, but it is being worked on.
That's awesome.
It's been worked on,
Cool.
Yeah.
and it's gonna be on Steam, unlike this one. Just saying. Just
I'm
gonna put that out there.
I'm surprised because Deep Silver is very cushy.
Very
with
touchy
it.
friendly right now.
Very touchy feely, yeah, I know.
That's
I can
how
tell.
Metro Exodus ended up on there. And that's how,
Well, I
Yeah.
don't see the Deep Silver need the fucking money. They don't. They're not really indie devs anymore. They never were because I mean they did like publish like Sacred and Sacred 2, I think. They've been publishing games for years.
yeah, but they also Koch Media, who owned them, went out of business.
Oh yeah.
So telling me they don't need money, I'm not sure about that. Because THQ Nordic now owns part of Deep Silver.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know.
The ones who bought every IP on the planet now have a stake in Saints Row as well.
What I really want from them is a Kingdoms of Amalur 2.
No, they got
That's what
they got the
I
assets,
know.
they got the
Got
property, they
rights
can
from
do
me,
it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I really want from them.
All right, so next game up, which I'm not sure how the fuck I'm going to show this. All right, because it's not on any of the other platforms.
Oh,
It's Minecraft
just-
Dungeons.
Yay!
yes.
Which we have all played, but only I've
Did
played.
we play the beta? I think we
yeah,
talked
yeah.
about the beta, didn't we?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was going for. I said we've all
Yeah.
played the beta. I have not played the actual main
Yeah,
game.
me and Jess played the main game. But
Yeah, I'd have to-
I do have to say, from what I saw, the game definitely had a lot more that it was hiding in the beta. So, like, my fears of, like, wow, is this all the weapons you get? And is this all the stuff you can get? That's going to be really simplistic. I was worried that, you know, there wasn't going to be much to unlock or to find. But it seems like the loot's there. I mean, still, does it have a whole ton? No, but if you think about it, not a lot of these games like this do. I mean, Diablo has it, but they have, like, variations of the same thing. Like, sure, you get a claw weapon and then a better claw weapon, but it just has, you know, magical features on it, or a staff and then another staff, but
It looks a little different, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, people say this is like a beginner's RPG. I don't know, if you turn the difficulty up, it gets hard as shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
If you're on easy, sure, you can mow through everything. Yeah, but you turn that difficulty up, this game don't play. It will fucking it will be like, oh, you want difficulty? Okay, here's about 50 enemies on the screen at once. But yeah, I actually really enjoy it. For anyone who's a fan of dungeon crawlers and is not
Minecraft.
yeah, and I would especially say if you have the Xbox Game Pass on PC or even on the Xbox, get it. It's free. Try it. If you like it, thank me later. If you don't, well,
Autoplay.
I know. If you don't, I got it. If you don't, then you didn't spend any money. That's kind of the way I look at it. If I'm not costing you any money, there's no problem in trying something.
I'm definitely going to be buying Minecraft Dungeons pretty dang soon.
Oh, I'm going to speak about one game just real quick. This isn't even a game that I've played on Steam, but I've never gotten a chance to talk about it. And now that it's on Steam today, I can talk about it and hopefully convince some people to join me in this game because I fucking love it.
Oh, yeah.
Sea of Thieves. Okay.
Yes, Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. Okay. It's on Steam. All those people that say I won't get Xbox Game Pass, I won't do this. All right, it's on Steam. It's on your platform of choice.
It's on Steam. Balls in your court now.
Okay, this game does have microtransactions. Let's get that out of the way. But they're only cosmetic. You're not buying any additional content. There is no advantage. There is no pay to win. Nothing like that. I could say, okay, if you like sandbox game, is it anything like golf with your friends? No. If you like sandbox games, this is the biggest sandbox you're gonna fucking find. If you like pirate games and you want to actually have a whole crew and really take a ship out and fall and do every step of the way, you know, have someone who steers the ship and someone up on the bow and someone taking down the sails, and it's the best game, especially for people that like teamwork. You hunt treasure, you can fight monsters at sea. I know people don't like PvP, but if you do, there is a PvP mode where you actually do real ship battles against other people. It's very fun, and especially since the game's been out so long now. Yes, when it first came out, it was very threadbare when it came to content. But at this point, this game has so much content that if you started playing it today, I guarantee you it would take at least 90 to 100 hours for you to complete it all.
Oh, jeez.
So...
That's a good sign.
Yeah, so here, I'm not saying go out and spend your hard-earned money on this game. I'm just saying that I'm going to be playing it now. I feel like I should be able to play it now because I didn't want to leave everybody out, and I know a lot of people just play on Steam. I'm going to be playing it. You want to check it out and then spend your money? That's fine. But I really hope you guys will give this game a chance because I'd love to have this game be something we can do on the channel. It's a lot of fun. I love pirate games, and there hasn't really been any good ones at all.
Yeah,
That is very, very true.
And
it would give us a reason to cosplay as pirates.
the only game that has given me any sort of thrill in this way is Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and that was just the ship battle.
Ooh, you almost said what I thought you said, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But I didn't. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you want a good pirate experience and a beautiful game and have a lot of fun with your friends, this is probably the best game in the last couple of years I've ran into for that. So.
And I've heard quite a few people who have played on Sea of Thieves who they've played just to sing music in the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of music in the game. You get instruments in the game. Like I said, there's a lot of layers to this game. You're not gonna... Sure, if you play it just for treasure hunting, you could probably complete it in like 25 hours. But that's not all you're gonna be doing in the game.
Yep.
You know,
there's bounties and stuff like that.
There's bounties. There's, like I said, sea monsters. A kraken that comes out of the middle of the ocean once in a while on surprise.
Yeah, fuck that.
So you know how you guys talk about Warframe, and you're like, oh, they're here to get me. You know, like the special enemies that show up for you. Yeah. Imagine that being a kraken while you're in a boat.
Especially if you're in a fishing boat.
Exactly. That's why it's okay. That's why I'll explain real quick. This game has 3 different types of boats. There is the one-man boat, which is basically a
rowboat.
Yeah, well, dinghy. And then there's a middle-sized boat for if you have like 2 people in your party or 3. And then you have the full-size ship, but it requires 4 people to actually operate it. I mean, honestly, if you try and operate that by yourself, you're gonna end up either crashing or never getting
running around the ship more than you're gonna be sailing anything.
Exactly, because you got to move sails, you got to do everything else, and then if you hit anything, you have to literally like bucket the water out of the ship.
And
patch it, and patch the ship. So, yeah.
Yep, definitely a 4-man crew is required to use a galleon.
I will be playing this next week. So if you want to check it out, come check it out. Actually, I'm going to be playing a lot of new stuff next week. Just for a heads up.
Oh, yeah. There's some new stuff to look forward to next week.
Yeah.
Oh, I just can't wait till August.
All right. So, do we have any other games that we would like to talk about from this month? Because I am out.
I can talk about a few. Anybody else got anything?
I mean, we already mentioned Digimon, so.
Well, you mentioned Digimon. I played Digimon this month.
Yeah, but.
And I've actually beaten the story.
I know, but you already mentioned a game. No one else can really talk about it.
Yeah, Troy comes out in August to Wicked. Alright, so Digimon.
Yeah, I played that this month since we talked about it, and
You can talk about it. Go ahead.
You finished it, lucky soul. You did just binge on it, so you know that's understandable.
Just a bit.
Like me binging God Eater 3. I finished that like what last.
Oh man, you blazed through that game.
I put over 120 odd hours into it. What do you expect?
But it was announced. Yeah, I know. It was announced it's Epic exclusive and it's free for the first 24 hours after release. I understand. August 11th. But yeah, I pay attention to Wicked. Don't worry. I stay up on all the news. That's kind of like my job. All right. So what do you think of Digimon?
I've never been too heavily into Digimon, so this is my first serious foray into it, and I think I would still prefer Pokemon if I were to like compare monster catching games.
Yeah, I'm on that. Yeah.
It is quite noticeably different and interesting in its own regard. The story was okay. The characters are unique in their own ways. I do get the feeling that sometimes I'm surrounded by idiots, but I mean that's kind of normal for.
I heard that a lot during your playthrough.
Yes,
especially Nokia.
Nokia just is an idiot, yeah. But then even the smart characters, it's kind of like, okay, you guys are just a little full of yourselves. Turn it down a notch.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I did enjoy it, and there were some twists that showed up, and they were all pretty obvious, in my opinion. But that didn't really detract from the story much, so it was enjoyable.
Awesome. How long did it take you to beat it?
How long did I actually play for that? How long?
You played about what?
I put in 82 hours.
82.
So,
it's a twist.
A lot of time.
80
you can grind for a long time if you want to.
And
I found a way to grind real fast, so
yeah,
that's even sped up.
Too Wicked, this is Digimon. It's not Persona.
Yeah, it's Digimon Cyber Sleuth, and there's also a prequel that came with it as well. It's like a two games.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's prequel. I think they're simultaneous. It's like a side story.
Yeah, it is a side story. Yeah, it's not mandatory for completion.
But yes, there's two games actually involved. There's the Cyber Sleuth, and then there's the Hacker's Memory version, which is like another game, almost entirely.
But yeah, if you're going to compare this to a Pokemon game, yeah, I would rather play Pokemon. I mean, I love Digimon anime, don't get me wrong. I love the fucking anime. I've watched like first 4 or 5 seasons of that. But in terms of games, yeah, I'd rather play Pokemon.
It'd be cool if there was like a kind of middle ground between the two.
Yeah.
Because there's some nice things about the Digimon games, because obviously they're not as grid-based or... all that. You have more freedom to run around. Although Pokemon's starting to get like that. And there's some interesting mechanics with Digivolving up and down trees. You can essentially turn any one Digimon into any other Digimon if you have enough time. And
yeah, and you follow the evolution tree, or Digi-evolution tree. So with the terms
yeah, it's interesting, different from Pokemon, enjoyable, good story. A great JRPG if you like that.
I don't know anybody who likes those. No.
Yeah.
But especially turn-based RPGs, I have no idea.
I know. It's such a dying game for genre. I don't know why anybody makes them anymore.
Yeah.
And besides Tim, since it's a JRPG, you'd probably might be interested in this.
I know.
Yeah, Final Fantasy, just lighter on the.
Tim has a lot of JRPGs to play if he wants to.
Yes, I do.
We can backlog him into probably 2060 if we wanted to.
I'd say it's probably not as grindy as Final Fantasy X and X2, but yeah, it is pretty. It's grindy up to a point.
Listen, I've only got 120 hours in Final Fantasy X. Will you calm down?
Only 120.
Yeah, remember, I found it like I used the fastest way to grind things and got through this one, but I did overgrind a lot, so you could probably cut out a lot of grinding if you wanted.
Yeah.
You will have to relay that information to me when I get to that point then.
All right. So
I
actually,
think I mentioned it already to you once before, but not in detail. Like,
instead of a
Yeah.
instead of a topic this month, I've actually got a question since we're in June.
All right.
Okay. Since we're in June, what is the game that you're looking forward to most going into the rest of the year?
Going to the
rest of the year.
now to
Rest of the
December.
year.
Cyberpunk 2077, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. Me and Silver have the same answer, and it's not because it's AAA, but it's because I just love the idea of the fucking game.
Serious Sam 4.
Yeah, Cyberpunk's mine, Dan. It might surprise you because I'm Mr. Indie, but Cyberpunk is definitely like I'm gonna be playing it day one.
Bastard.
Because I'm a sucker for the cyberpunk theme.
Oblivion Remastered.
I mean, I played Deus Ex way back in 2000. Fucking love cyberpunk themes, and this game hits every note. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, listening to How about you, Mer? How about
Yeah, Serious Sam 4 as well.
how about you, Murmitch?
I honestly don't know what I'm looking forward to for the rest of the year because I haven't taken that much time to look into anything new since Animal Crossing came out.
Can I answer his question for him?
What?
Okay, he's really looking forward to the Pokemon expansions. So that
Honestly,
way,
I
not
almost forgot
that
about that.
much.
I was gonna say, actually, Tim, I don't think either of these two are that interested in that. I am kind of looking forward to that.
Yeah, I mean,
wow, I'm surprised, guys. I'm surprised.
I'm curious. I didn't say I was never interested. I'm just curious, but I will see how they turn out when they come out.
Here's
I
what
can't
I
say anything because I don't know what they're gonna do with them or what they look like. You know.
here's my thing. It's more of like a value proposition for you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's an expansion, it better be a yeah. I was gonna say if you're getting an expansion, you better get a fucking expansion, not like here's a couple more Pokemons and we gave you one more place to go.
Yeah, no, it better not be just like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be not worth it.
Now you can color all
I
your
mean, they have
Pokemon
said
blue.
that each expansion is supposed to kind of add an area, so
Yeah.
I don't know what an area entails per se.
I assume they're gonna add like 2 additional islands.
I think they did say
And
that each area
well,
is like a wild area, so you could kind of run around freely the entire
You
island.
probably have to get there by train, though.
Yeah. They mentioned
That's
that.
what they've said.
So, I guess I would be pretty excited for Halo 3 if it does come out this year.
I'm assuming it's coming out this month. Like,
Yeah, they're saying
they're flighting this month. If I'm
yeah,
not
like
mistaken.
Halo 4 will be out by the end of summer.
Oh yeah,
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
end of summer.
Yeah,
Halo 4 would probably come out by end of summer.
I mean, they already have all the content. They just need to, port
Well,
it
then I
over.
totally play it. I have a DS sitting here.
They just need to update it for the PC, and there you go. Because that's it. They already have all the content. They just got to do the other hard parts of the hard work.
Yeah,
What I'm interested in is how soon they're going to get Forge running in, like,
Oh my goodness.
I
Reach
feel-
and Halo 3 and all that.
That's going to be
Because they've been saying, oh yeah, we're still working on that.
I said that won't be till the end of the year.
And
That might be the after. Do you think they're going to wait until after they finish Halo 4 before they actually get Forge running, or do you think it'll be intermixed in everything?
No, I imagine.
Because it sounds like they're still working on it, like in the middle of everything.
Yeah, I think it won't be done though, and ready for everybody until probably after 4 is already done.
Okay. I think they might end up getting it done before 4, but that
Because
depends on
I've
how quickly
been
3
saying-
and ODST comes out. Because don't forget, ODST also has to come out.
Yeah, I've been staying on the Halo website. Like I have account there, so I get put into these flights.
Right.
But yeah,
Great
like
point.
I always read all that stuff all the time. So it seems like the games are progressing way faster than the Forge or anything like that.
Well, that's the thing with Reach was getting added to MCC entirely. Like it wasn't just adding to PC; it was getting added
That's
to
when it took so long.
Xbox, which is why it took so long.
Yeah.
And it was the first one they were porting to PC. So once they got that in there, they kind of had a foundation of okay, we have the controls, we have everything set up. We can just
Well, Halo 1 and 2 should be
upgrade everything up into that.
I was gonna say Halo 1 and 2 should be the easiest because they actually had PC ports.
Yeah.
Were they good? No. They had that freaking games with Windows.
Games for
launcher.
Live, Games for Windows Live.
Yeah,
that. Oh boy. Had to deal with that shit a couple
It's
of
not
years
ready
ago,
until next year. What's that? Oblivion remastered?
Well, it's Bethesda. What do you expect?
I was gonna say, too, how can you be excited for anything coming out of Bethesda's mouth these days?
Wait, one bleeding ticking minute. They're remastering Oblivion. Oh, Bravely Default. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've actually wanted to get that game.
Bravely Default 2, you mean?
Yeah, I tried the demo of Bravely Default 2 on the Switch.
How?
Yes, Dan. Todd!
Toad!
Alright. So,
Oh, glorious Todd.
games we're looking forward to for the next month. First things first, we got to get Murmitch's funny game. So,
Oh, boy.
All right, everybody's joke game. What do you got?
all right. So
I found a joke game.
I got Squark.
Oh, I took mine.
no.
Really?
I saw
took
that and I
mine.
was like, please, no, not this one. It's so slow.
Yeah.
No.
So for Murmitch's game is going to be Squark, a nutty
No.
adventure.
Oh, it's so slow. It looks so bad.
It does look kind of bad.
Listen, it looks great. You choose the city. You have your bird named Squark.
Squawk!
Yeah,
Oh.
and you get to go hang out with other birds. I promise you, there's
and
no
all those little dots all in one spot.
yes.
Like,
And those levels look fantastic.
look at how slow you walk. It's so slow.
No one's played Maneater yet, Dan. I haven't played it. I don't own it yet. You can't talk.
Yeah.
We don't talk about something we haven't played.
Can't talk about it. We don't own it. Or don't play it.
I am interested in it though because it is pretty interesting for a shark-based RPG. I just haven't played any of it, so I can't speak upon it yet.
Also known as Shark PG.
But look at
I've seen gameplay footage, but that's it. And I can't freaking talk about a game that I've just seen.
So,
gameplay
Tim,
of.
what?
how about I tell you my troll game?
Okay.
It is called Geese versus Cthulhu.
Oh God!
What?
What kind of fucking title?
Yeah, the yellow right there.
What in the world? It's an auto clicker.
Ah,
Oh, this is for Glav.
disappointed. The art style looks pretty cool, though.
Actually, wait a
It's
second.
so
It's not an auto
dumb.
clicker.
It's
It's a
so
click
dumb.
adventure. Okay.
The art style looks
Yeah.
pretty cool, but
It's so dumb looking.
yeah.
Hey, honestly, this looks better than the Squark game.
Jeez, this is cool.
I can't argue with that. It does look better than Squark.
That's
But,
why I said I do like the art style.
but sorry, you're gonna play Squark instead.
Aw.
Squawk!
There's 8. Listen, there's 8 worlds full of cities for you to go through in Squark. I want you to get a good value proposition. And the thing about Squark is, he could do a complete playthrough and then tell us all about the game. It might take you a couple minutes, a
But
couple
geese.
hours,
Couple of minutes, huh? Yeah.
That geese.
Hyonk. Hyonk, hyonk.
So
Exactly. Yonk, yonk, damn goose.
so he's got to play through 12 planets.
Yeah.
With how many cities on each planet?
About I think 7 to 10.
At what kind of walking speed?
I feel bad for you, Murmitch.
Why?
Snail pace.
Snail space.
So this time
Look at that.
No,
I'm writing it
glad-
down, Murmitch. I'm writing it down. Murmitch is playing.
No.
I'm glad Murmitch is the intern here, and I'm glad I was here from the beginning. That way I didn't have to
I
do
want
it.
Eraser to be the intern now. I'm ready for this, please.
No. Exactly. See? All right.
No.
Yes,
All right.
It walks, Dan. It just walks.
So
Just squawks.
to eliminate the confusion from last month, all I ask Ray and Silver, because we had a hard time with this, is as you're going through the games, just give a relative idea of which one you're going to do, and I'll write it down. Okay.
This time should be easier because
I think we have
style
games
was
this
there.
time.
All right. So what do you got, guys? What do you got for next month? Except
You
for
want to go
Torture-
first, Ray, or you want me to go?
We should probably have Ray go first.
Let's see. Well, since I know all of us want to mention it, why don't we just all mention what's on everybody's list and everybody's mind? Because that would be most satisfactory.
Exactly.
Nobody's going to take this for an exclusive review. We're all going to review it because we're all going to play it. So might as well get it over with.
There you go.
Satisfactory is half a week, essentially. Well, a little more than half a week away. Monday, the 8th. Release on Steam.
Yeah.
4 days.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Give or take.
Also, this trailer is fantastic. I love this.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
love Update 3 trailer. It's great.
I love base building, so why the hell not?
I'm definitely understanding why you guys are so excited about it.
Oh my goodness! Like, it is so exciting. I love base building type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this seems like it
This
has a
is
lot
like-
to offer.
Ultimate automation.
So,
Yeah,
for context, Factorio is my second most played game on Steam. And this is 3D Factorio. So,
Yeah.
Just imagine. Ray's gonna put about, what, 2,000 hours into this game?
I'm going to put 500 hours into Factorio. So,
Yeah, beauty.
Well, I guess we can expect a review. So I guess that's the game he's reviewing.
well, no, we're all reviewing it. Nobody's taking this one exclusively.
Yes.
Okay.
We can share.
Okay.
We're gonna try to build one hell of a base and ruin others' pathways.
Also, for context, the reason this is making such a big deal out of the pipes is because for like the longest time until this update came out, everybody was saying, "Where's pipes? Where's pipes?" And we want pipes. And the developers were saying, "No, we're not going to put pipes. Pipes are stupid."
And here they go, putting in pipes.
And then they added pipes, so everybody's like, "Yeah!"
What did you say about pipes?
There's also a fantastic little cart you can drive around in, which is
Yeah.
horrendously dinky and hilarious looking.
Oh, and I bet that's a great pace of movement. Oh, look at that, a little bit of a reference.
Oh
to
yes,
that.
and then of course this trailer
Yeah.
was when they announced, yeah, it's coming to Steam.
Nice. All right.
I like how everyone trademarked soon. What the fuck? I like how that's a very common joke.
It's a meme now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
It's the game industry.
It's a meme.
Especially with the Dusk devs, New Blood Interactive, where they had soon.tm
Yeah.
before this came out.
Yep.
Same for a Medieval and all that lot.
So actually, Tim, before you start talking about yours, are you gonna play Satisfactory with us?
I'm not
Is that
sure.
been-
Depends how much money.
It's true.
that'll bring us up to
How
4.
much was it on?
I mean, you can probably look at it on Epic. They have confirmed it will be on sale when it comes to Steam, so we'll have to see what kind of sale that is.
Okay.
Indeed.
And you can probably get an idea from what Epic's price is right now. And there is crossplay, so if you do get it on Epic, then you can also.
Well,
play
I can
with
get
us.
it for $10 cheaper on Epic. That's the only thing I can
Sure.
say.
So we'll have to see what the sale is on Steam.
I feel like this month is just the month of things becoming not Epic exclusive.
Yes, yeah, especially since the game I'm going to talk about next is coming off of Epic exclusivity.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going to turn that planet into a treeless zone, aren't we, guys?
Yep.
That's the idea.
With our powers combined.
Devastation.
Resources.
All right, so
And Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds, yes.
I actually took a look into this game back when the Game Awards came out.
Hmm.
It's all
I didn't play it, but I did look up some guy playing through it.
okay. The closest comparison I can make to anything else would be Subnautica.
Really?
Yeah, it's basically
interesting comparison.
Subnautica in space, and
Yes.
you have a certain amount of time to explore the solar system before the sun goes supernova.
Yep.
Ah, interesting.
And it's like you learn more and more parts of the story the more and more times you replay it, because each run you do gives you different clues to a different story that may not lead from specifically where your last one did.
Yes.
But sometimes they intertwine, sometimes they don't, and it's your job to piece it all together.
Yeah, and you're stuck in an endless time loop.
Yeah.
Yes, so long as the game actually has good replayability, that's alright.
Oh yeah, it has tons.
Yeah.
As
Like,
much as I
the planets are extremely well done.
Yeah.
good to know. As much as I love
Like-
exploring, it probably won't be a game for me though, because it's too chill for me in a way.
Well, you'll see. I'll play it. You'll see.
Alright, good to know.
Okay. All right. So what do we got next?
Alright, The Dark Eye Book of Heroes.
What was that, Silver? I'm sorry.
Oh, or did you want to go first, Murmitch?
No, you can go. As long
sure?
as you're taking my game.
The Dark Eye, the Book of Heroes,
Okay.
made by the I think it's made by the devs that actually made the other Drakensang games. I think they're German devs.
All right. So explain.
Alright, so from what I know, it's one of those classic styled CRPGs, I believe.
Okay.
Based combat. And like old classic Baldur's Gate movement style from what I've seen so far. And I've actually been a fan of the Dark Eye RPGs since I've played Drakensang a couple of years ago. Way back in maybe like 2011.
Glad
2010,
worry. This is your game. this is a Glav game if I ever saw one.
Oh yeah. I definitely think he would like this one too, because I know that me and him share a huge interest in like D&D RPGs and
Yeah.
even Dark Eye series. I think I don't know if Glav's actually ever played any Drakensang games. I'd have to get ask him about that. But yeah, it's definitely one of those games that have like, the classic roll dice to determine checks, skill checks, and spell checks and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So it has like a little I think it's stories like based on like a style of a book. That's why it's called Book of Heroes, which is a nice take on the theme and name. I like that. Besides, me, I'm a sucker for RPGs and especially CRPGs. So
Exactly.
I'll definitely be playing this one because it comes out relatively soon.
Yep.
So this is definitely a game I'm going to be playing. Pour as much time into this as much as I can.
Nice. Okay. What do we got next?
Right. My turn.
Okay, your turn.
Summer in Mara. I've been keeping an eye on this one for a while, and it's finally coming out this month.
Oh, Summer in Mara.
Yeah,
Okay.
Summer in Mara, yeah.
Yeah.
In case you missed it.
There you go.
Yep.
It's a
Just type in
farming
Mara.
sim.
It's basically Stardew Valley meets a Zelda game.
Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay, well
Or
that's
no,
it.
Wind Waker?
That's
Wind
gonna
Waker.
okay.
Yeah,
That
Wind
hits me
Waker.
in all the right parts then. If you're telling me that.
Yeah. It's really, really interesting looking.
It looks like Animal Crossing.
No. Animal Crossing is completely different looking in style.
It looks more like
Wind Waker.
what game have I played similar to this? My Time at Portia.
Mm.
Or I was
Very
gonna,
similar to that.
I can see the similarities there.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Oceander.
No, Razor, just no. But
This is better than Animal Crossing. How do you know? You
No,
haven't
it's
played
not.
it yet.
You have some nerve.
Hey, Razor, have you played Animal Crossing?
No, I was asking Murmitch. It might be better. Look, there's cat girls.
well,
That automatically gives me points.
well,
And they're-
regardless, this game, like, it looks really, really fun
Yes, it
and
does.
really, really peaceful.
all jokes aside, it does.
I might play it.
It's developed by Chibi.
Looks polished.
But of course, I'll leave the reviewing to you, Mitch. Of course.
Well,
Sure.
it's not going in the early access, so that's a good start.
It's fully in that case.
Okay. You want to go
This
next,
was
Ray?
16.
Sure. Let's see here. Let's take a quick look at Townscaper, because this is one that looks really fun to me.
Okay. Townscaper.
Townscaper.
Instant town building toy. What an explanation.
Right? I mean, it just kind of looks fun. You just mess around
Flat.
building a little town in the middle of an island.
You just put a single house on an island in the middle of the ocean.
Here's my question. This is going in the early access, right? I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, it's like you can build one section of your house at launch. By the time 2022 comes out and the game's out of early access, you can build a whole city. But you gotta start with one wall. No.
From the looks of it, though, it just looks like a simple kind of build your own city thing.
Yeah, for
it
somebody
has charm and art style.
I was gonna say, for somebody who used to play Sim Farm all the time when I was younger, it definitely is okay with me. I imagine it's gonna be cheap though. That's the good part.
That's the real question: is what the price is gonna look like. 'Cause
Yeah.
if they ask for too much, that might be like, oh, okay, nope.
Yeah, you can only charge so much for a game like that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. How about an interesting one? I kind of went out on a limb here. Tesla Force.
Oh, I was gonna bring that one up as well. Damn it, Tim.
I am so
Stone
sorry.
bitch.
It had the word Tesla in it. I was like, ooh.
And besides, the gameplay style, yes, my kind of shit.
Yes, it's a twin stick shooter where you play as Tesla and a whole bunch of other people to take on the forces of evil.
Gimme.
I'm just worried. I'm not worried. I would say, like, I'm interested to see exactly how this works. Like, they don't really have a lot of, like, explanation, so I think you're fighting, like, Cthulhu-type creatures from, like, what it does in the intro screen?
Yeah.
Because it has Lovecraft that you can actually use.
I'm interested to see what the story's going to be. I'm interested to see how long it's going to be, because that's a big one.
Yeah, it's definitely Lovecraftian. So yeah, definitely Cthulhu. You can tell.
I can tell. But I'm like,
a lot of abominations from the dark abyss to defeat and slay.
but the cool part about this is besides the fact of being a twin stick shooter, it's it's got lore behind it that might make you more invested than your average twin
Stick shooter.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
Because some people are like, yeah, those are boring. Well, if you feel like you have something driving you on to continue, anything can be fun. Even a point and click,
Indeed.
Why are point and click games still popular? Because usually there's a pretty good story behind it, which makes people still engaged to play that style.
Yep, I mean, hell, even I've played a couple of point and click games over the years.
Now that I've knocked one of Silver's off, yes. Okay, what do you got?
That's from me, that's it. Just those two.
Okay, how about you, Murmitch?
I don't know if one of you guys was going to bring it up at some point, but Desperados 3.
Yep, that's on mine. See, he stole one of mine. It's alright.
Sorry.
Sad face.
Which I am really into because I do like Western games, and this one is certainly the farthest from Red Dead Redemption 2 as you can get.
My kind of games, but I'm not really into the whole Western theme.
It looks pretty dang cool.
I think it's because I grew up with my grandfather watching old Western movies that probably I developed that.
Yeah. My father did the same thing. He loved, like, John Wayne.
Yeah.
Those kind of movies. Clint Eastwood, that kind of stuff.
But
My grandpa loves Western stuff.
The good old 50s and 60s.
The good part is, in this game, you don't even have to fire a bullet. You can literally just use the environment around you to kill everyone.
That's what it looks like.
Or, yeah, you can set up scenarios where you kill two enemies and jump on another. Like, you can actually plan out your attacks multiple ways to make it so you can take out almost every enemy in one shot.
Okay, cool.
So I feel like it's a mix of, like, XCOM and movement, and then, like, I don't know if you guys probably haven't played, but John Wick Hex, which is basically a John Wick where you're making your own film scene, essentially, in the John Wick universe, which means, like, he can shoot 5 people in the head and then do a spinning back kick. Well, that's kind of the stuff that goes on with this when you put everything into motion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can do a lot.
But it looks pretty... Like, you can probably pull off some really funny stuff in this.
The only thing that's going to prevent me from playing it right off is the price tag. $50 is quite a bit.
I thought it was 60.
No, it's 50.
Yeah. Well, better than 60.
Yes, better than 60. Better than 60.
Well, it's still a full price game, and it is being made with THQ Nordic as their publisher, so I'm not surprised.
That's gonna be a
It looks polished.
That's gonna be a reoccurring theme for a while.
It looks pretty. It doesn't look like dog shit. So hey, at least the quality is there, I guess.
It took forever for them to make a sequel, though. If THQ didn't help them, that probably would have never been made.
In fact, I didn't even know it was Desperados 2.
Yeah, like it's been years since Desperados 2. So, all right. So what you got next? Who's got next? I think it's Ray, right?
Possibly what I might be reviewing. Journey's coming to Steam.
Oh yes, it is. I remember seeing that.
Journey's coming to Steam, and I'm interested in playing that.
Journey. Oh, that game. Right.
Depends on if Townscaper is worth reviewing or not.
Yeah, that was on
PlayStation?
Yeah, it was on PS4 or PS3, whatever.
Yeah,
PS4.
Journey was a very beautiful game when it first came out.
I did take a look at
better
this
on
in
Steam.
the store.
On PC, it's probably only going to look better.
Wasn't it kind of indie when it came out? It wasn't.
Oh yeah, it's
that big.
It's an indie game. I like the developer
Old
of that
indie game, but
that game company.
That game company.
Yes.
Nice guys, real nice.
You guys are gonna laugh when I tell you what my game I'm reviewing this month is.
Oh boy.
Will it be laughter of joy or laughter of disappointment?
SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom.
I'm actually not surprised by this at all.
Another THQ published.
Yeah,
game.
that's why I said it was gonna be a theme.
It's a PS2 remaster.
And okay, I know.
I'm pretty sure I had this for the GameCube.
Okay, why you may ask? One,
not?
I like the original. Two, I like the fact that it's actually getting remastered and brought to PC. Three, they're doing one step farther because they bought the rights to the license from the old people who made it before, and they recovered all of the unused assets and ideas from the original game, and have literally put an extra 5 to 7 hours worth of content in the game that was originally cut.
Oh
Hey,
dang.
that's cool. So
Wow.
it's not just a remake. It's a remake with additional content that never made it into the original game.
Exactly.
So technically, it's a remastered director's cut.
And honestly, you know me, I like platforming games. Admittedly, I love SpongeBob. I think he's the fucking SpongeBob's been around since I was a kid. So, you know,
Yeah, it's been around for a long time.
so I, you know, even though it's a kiddie game, I don't care. It'll bring back memories
It's iconic.
of playing something from when I was younger, and especially with having all the additional content and running on PC, it's just gonna be fun. Yeah. And what's better than fun? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
It's between that and another game. That's why I'm not gonna write it down yet. But okay, what do you guys got?
I got one.
Okay.
It's what I found one that I thought that you might like, Tim.
Okay, hit me.
It's called Lithium City.
Ooh. It's not even on my list.
Cool.
Lithium City is a style of isometric game.
It's kind of like a Mr. Shifty type thing.
Oh, really? Now you've got my attention.
You had my attention now. You have my erection.
I was surprised you never got interested in Party Hard, Tim.
I just bought Party Hard 2 yesterday.
Wow, the coincidence.
Okay. People were asking me why I put what is it? Duke Nukem Forever in the gifting key chat, because the rest of the games that were in the bundle I bought it from were amazing. I bought Party Hard 2, the new Grid game, and all the DLC for Party Hard 2 for $4.99, plus all the Duke Nukem DLC and Duke Nukem Forever. So that was a pretty good deal for $5. And now I can play Party Hard 2.
Hey.
Cool.
And I also want to play Hotline Miami too. So
Yeah, this game definitely looks interesting.
This looks good.
I like the art
It's very,
style.
very neon.
okay, this
I
one.
like the art style.
Very.
This one gets the approval. It's going on to.
It reminds me of what was it, Drifter?
Hyper
something
Light Drifter.
Yeah, that's it. Half-Blood Drifter. Thank you, Tim.
As I say,
It reminds you
I
of that.
like that game. I like that game a lot. Hyperleap Drifter is really good.
I have it myself.
All right, so am I next? Is Ray next? Who are we paying
I
attention
can go
to?
next. I saw something that looked like somebody might be interested in. Hunter of the Disowned.
Okay.
Hunter of the Disowned.
Yes.
What a title.
What a title indeed.
Hunter of the Disowned is a randomly generated 2D action adventure game. Who has a bow and a dash to defend himself against different enemies.
So again, kind of top-down shootery looking, sort of roguelike, I assume,
And it's a cat.
with some nice pixel art
Yeah.
with a cat.
What is it with cats? What
Everybody loves
Cats rule the internet. What are you talking about, Tim?
That's true. That's true.
I was actually a little surprised too, because it even kind of looks like the cat has a similar fashion sense as the cats in what was it you guys were talking about earlier?
Oh, Gunfire Reloaded.
Gunfire Reloaded.
Mm.
Okay, so it's it's almost like Zelda.
Yeah.
Like old school Zelda.
Yeah,
But randomly generated. So like
that's cool.
Cat Zelda roguelike.
All right, I'm gonna rate these games on a follower wish list standpoint. So we're going with follow on this one. If it's the wish list, then it's good. If it's the follow, it's got my attention. All right. Am I next? Yeah, I'm next. I forgot Silver doesn't have any more. Okay, next one for me is West of Dead.
West of Dead.
That title does ring a bell.
Yeah, it was showed off during Xbox's conference last year.
Ah, so that's why it sounds familiar. Okay.
Yep. It's got Ron Perlman as the voice of the character in it.
Ah, yes, I remember. It's nice to hear Ron Perlman again.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Ron Perlman as Western Ghost Rider. I mean, I might as well just say it's Ghost Rider. Flaming Skull. I mean,
Heavily inspired by.
yeah, I was gonna say. But actually, I dig it. I like the art style. Having Ron Perlman, speak to me the whole entire game's gonna be fun. You gotta get Ryan Reynolds to voice the whole entire game. Then I'll buy it.
Have
That
him
would be
narrate a game. That would be interesting.
Make a new Deadpool game. Let him voice the whole thing.
Well, Ron Perlman already narrated Fallout games, so,
Yep.
he narrated the first two.
So this
I
one.
think also he was in Tactics as well.
So Raw Fury is a good company, like a good developer and publisher. So I am keeping a watchful eye on this, and I'm gonna hope that it's really good. It looked very impressive when I saw it last year. It looks still impressive now. So we'll see.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you can buy the game now and get free access to the beta. I didn't even know that before I started before the stream, but now it says it right here. You can buy the beta now and get 15% off the full game.
Hey, you got anything else, Murmitch?
A game called Rise and Fall.
Sounds like it's got its ups and downs.
It's a free-to-play game.
And it's
Oh my god.
multiplayer.
Oh boy. I love the name of the game company too. Post-Boredom Game.
Nice.
Post boredom.
This reminds me of Crash Bash.
Handball with ability.
Basically, 4-person, just that.
Whatever that is.
Well, it's free to play, so I guess I can't hate on it too much.
2v2 handball.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
I love in the picture it shows one of them hitting the other one with a ham.
And it has the what's it called? The thing that allows you to play through Steam from somebody else's computer.
Yeah, it's
remote
it's
play.
split screen,
Yeah, it's
so
got
you have
remote
to use
play.
remote play.
Yes, we meet again.
Isn't that great?
I see what you did there, Silver.
Well, if you had your own pun, I guess I'd throw my own in to fit with it. Eh?
All right. So next one I got is a pretty indie one, which is Tainted Grail.
Tainted Grail. Man, a lot of these game titles are odd.
Well, I mean, I think most of the good, obvious, simple, good-sounding game titles have been taken already. So all that's left is the.
It's an open world RPG, but you use cards.
Oh.
So
Yeah, usually I don't look for these kinds of games, but yeah, I did see something similar to this.
you know what this makes me think of, right?
It's the hybrid. Yeah, Slay the Spire and something else.
Slay the Spire in just an open world capacity.
Or
That is interesting.
It reminds me of what was that card game? Oh no, can't remember it, and I have both of them.
Huh.
You played it on stream before, Tim.
What's
Just
that?
can't remember the name of it.
I was gonna say.
It's a card game, but with also partial RPG elements.
So that one where you kind of like run around a world map, and then when you get into combat, you go into a card game.
No, it's mainly a card game first. But whenever you have encounters, combat encounters, you are you play as your hero, and you actually have to fight the targets.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. Damn it!
I was gonna say Children of Zodiac, but that's dice rolling for combat.
It begins with a H. Hand of Fate.
Yeah, Hand of Fate 1 and Hand of Fate. Hand of Fate 2 is one I actually still don't own, which is that game's fucking incredible. I own the first one, but I own the second one.
Oh, okay.
But they're really good. They're really good. So basically, you're dealing with the cards and everything else through the main story as you're running around, and then when you get into combat, it's kind of like Arkham style combat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really well done. There's a lot of choices you can make, which either help or hurt you, and yeah.
Yeah, I would.
That's another like Slay the Spire, but you're actually playing the combat yourself.
The narrator's voice is a perfect fit.
But yeah, this is definitely one I'm gonna keep an eye on because I feel like with the city building and you can actually equip armor on your character and everything, plus the card play, I feel like it would have enough variety to keep me intrigued. Yeah, and it seems like it's gonna be a pretty game. I mean,
Looks good.
yeah,
Perhaps I'll take a look at it as well. Later
Looks
down
like
the
it
line.
could be fun.
wow, that's the way I kind of look at it. If it ain't no fun, I don't want none. All right.
Right.
All right.
Weapon hacker.
Ray, I got one, but
Hmm.
I'll go after you.
Well, hey, Tim went when I would normally go, so
Tim, I thought you said this is a shorter stream.
It is.
We're nearing our usual time, which is 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
We're 1.5.
we're about halfway there.
No. Copyright. Shit. No, Murmitch, no.
It's okay. They won't be able to tell. Murmitch is a terrible singer.
Hey!
I'm kidding.
Living on a prayer.
I swear to God, if I get a YouTube fucking
it's
copyright,
copyright.
I would kill you. You know how hard it is to get those things off there, especially since I have to re-download the whole VOD, cut out that like 5-second section, and then put it all back together and upload it again.
Ooh, weapon hacker.
This looks like a kind of a Metroid-inspired 2D shooter,
Okay.
but it looks like you
Oh my.
what upgrades you get for your weapon like changes how your weapons work dynamically, so to speak.
Okay, I'm curious. You have my attention. You know me, I love big boss battles, and I actually like these kinds of games. I've played one called Seven, which is similar to this.
1 hour
what?
self-contained 1 hour playthroughs. Huh.
Okay.
Well, it seems interesting.
Play and play again. It's one of those play and play again games because the level designs are randomized.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've only
And the combination of the weapon upgrades look like they can get pretty interesting.
Yeah, I see that with the chain. with the saw blades.
Saw blades, ricocheting rockets.
All right,
It's
so
definitely a game that's
All
good
right.
for short attention spans.
what do you got, Murmitch?
It's called Evans Remains.
And that was something else. That was the last thing on my list. So
Yank!
that should clean everything up nicely.
See, you've all stolen something from each other. Except for Ray. He hasn't
Just
stolen.
about.
Okay, so it's basically a 2D 16-bit platformer.
With a story.
Yeah.
Is it like slash? It almost
interesting.
looks borderline slash visual novel-esque.
Mm.
Yeah, except it's a lot of platform stuff.
Yeah.
It looks
Story's
like,
probably visual novel like, but
yeah, that's what I mean. Like this stuff, it seems like it has like breaks in the action where you're gonna hear quite a bit of dialogue. Well, see quite a bit of dialogue. I was gonna say.
I'd be fine with that. I am.
Yeah.
I mean,
It seems like it's only made by one person if you read it.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like it's only made by one person.
Oh. If it looks like it's been put together with care.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
It's those passion projects.
I like the visual art style.
Oh wow, it's coming out. It's coming out on consoles too. Holy shit, they're doing it right.
Yeah.
all the way.
All right, I only have one left. Which
All right, last call.
okay, mine is Hard Space Shipbreaker.
Oh, is that coming out now? Did they get a date?
Yeah, it's on the 16th, baby.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
I thought you said shitbreaker.
Shitbreaker.
Never mind.
The exact same thing.
Yeah, shit
Ooh, that looks
I thought the
nice.
exact same thing. Oh my
Ship.
god, Dan.
breaker.
High five, Dan.
Yeah, we're gonna play some Hard Space Shitbreaker. Coming to a toilet near you.
Why is that funny to me? God damn, I'm so fucking immature.
I know. We all are, don't
We
worry.
know.
Salvaging,
Oh god.
salvaging old ships.
Yep.
Cool.
And you get
But there's all kinds of risks involved too.
It
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of Space Engineers.
And getting tossed out into space. You don't want that to happen. Because you're never getting back.
yeah, carbon slice spaceships to recover valuable materials, upgrade your gear to take more lucrative contracts, and pay your billions of credit debt, which is basically like, this is Animal Crossing in space. So we gotta pay off debt.
Yeah, where you have to pay $2.5 million for a house loan.
That is fucking crazy.
Too real.
No, but honestly, it looks pretty cool. Obviously it's a matter of content and fun and replayability, but it seems like the physics are really well done in it. And it seems to be a very competent game. They're taking a chance making a game like this because obviously it's not something that's going to be in the forefront of people's minds, but I'm willing to take a look at it. Oh yeah, and just to clarify, I'm going to review SpongeBob because I don't
think you mentioned that before. But
I know, but I want to clarify because I wasn't 100% sure at first. All right, wait. Since we went through this, what did you pick, Silver, and what did you pick, Ray?
Yeah, I'm going with the Dark Eye Book of Heroes.
Okay.
Since it's not going into early access, I think it's actually a full release, so I'll go with that one.
All right, Book of Heroes for Silver, and what do you got?
Well, I definitely think I'm going to pick up Townscaper, but since it doesn't really look like there's much to review on, I'm probably going to review Journey.
Okay, Journey. All right. Cool. And you're all going to play Satisfactory anyway. So.
Oh yeah, that'll be a group review.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So that is it for the podcast for this month. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you're around in the Discord later, I'm probably going to be playing some Kart Rider, which is in beta right now. I'm
excited.
I have a friend key, so if anybody would like a Steam key and to join in the fun, you're more than welcome. But other than that, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you saw some games that you're going to be interested in coming into the next month just as much as we have. And yeah, tomorrow night I'll be back with Guitar Hero after I get everything set up because I got to get like 2 more games worth of content set up for it. And
Imagine should be able to play the shows in Warframe.
yeah, and then hopefully I'll learn how to talk by then. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you guys for taking your time to do this with me, and I will see you tomorrow for the stream. And thank you again for being here.
Yeah, mates. It was a pleasure as always.
Thanks. Have a good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.